The Fly has Seth Brundle getting transformed into a fly humanoid creature after going through his teleportation pod. So the positives on this film are, I love the horrific love story with Seth Brundle and Veronica Quaife. They are compelling characters and you buy into their chemistry, thanks to Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. I love that Seth wears the same type of clothing that he learned from Einstein. I just really like that. And I like the character of Seth Brundle because he's a thinker and he figures out problems and how to solve them. And, just the simple motivation of why he makes the machines is interesting because he gets motion sickness. And it's a simple but yet compelling motivation of why he's working on this. So I like that. I like that they included that little detail into it. You can, and, so I mean, and also at first, Seth Brundle is very nice and sweet and very, he can take his time, and he takes his time with, Veronica, but then about halfway through the movie, you can tell that he's changed after the teleportation because there was a fly in there. He speaks faster. He's gotten a lot stronger. He's really powerful. He just cannot wait for anything. So I really like that. And I actually really like it that Stathis Borans, Veronica's ex, boyfriend, kind of gets redeemed by the end. So I really like that. At first, he's rude, mean, just despicable to Veronica. But in the second half, he actually helps her through the mess and saves her from Brundlefly. And it's actually flipped, where they flip Stathis from the villain to the hero, and then Seth is flipped from the hero to the villain. So I actually kind of like that. That's really interesting. And then incorporating Veronica being pregnant just changes everything. Veronica doesn't want to have the baby because she's worried it'll end up like Seth Brundle. And then Seth wants the baby because it's the only DNA left of Seth Brundle. So he wants to fuse with it. So it really elevates everything in the climax of the movie. So I really like it. And of course, I've got to talk about the effects. They're top-notch in this movie. Some of the best practical effects in horror movie history. They're gross. They look real. The makeup on Jeff Goldblum's face is gross. The acid barf that comes out of his mouth is disgusting. And the final transformation is hideous. But in a good way, of course. So, the effects, some of the best in horror movie history. Some of the best in just movie history, I would say. So, the effects in this movie are awesome. And the ending to this movie is tragic, and it is a perfect ending for the movie. It leaves you unsettled, like a horror movie should. Some horror movies should have kind of like a happy ending, but I do like and dislike that it ends on a sour note. But, I mean, it's still great for the movie. I wouldn't say it's a negative at all. It's so sad that such a brilliant scientist in Seth Brundle had to die. It really gets you emotional that Veronica has to kill Seth, and it leaves you unnerved. But in the end, it's it's kind of for the best because Seth is in pain at the end of the film, and it's not like it's even Seth anymore, so it's kind of bittersweet, kind of like a mercy killing. So So I understand it, but I mean, like, you understand it, but you know it kind of has to be done. And in the end, I don't have any negatives. This is a perfect film. I love the effects, but I also love the love story and just the story even more. And I love the character of Seth Brundle, played brilliantly by Jeff Goldblum. The story is so compelling to watch. This is my favorite horror movie of all time, and therefore this is one of my favorite films of all time. This would have to be in like my top 10 films of all time. The Fly is a perfect horror movie. It has a perfect character in Seth Brundle, and the Fly is one of my favorite movies of all time. So that's my review on The Fly. Thanks for watching.